welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble, your astrologer and tarot reader, and I'm here with your readings for February the 18th through February the 24th. And we have a lot going on astrologically. I will start with the astrological reading, your horoscope, and then we'll go into your tarot cards. Now, I record these readings in the order in which was the most viewed. I do have a competition going on this week, and you're still not too late to enter. I will be doing a live feed on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. During that time, it's the full moon, celebrating the super full moon in Virgo. And I'll be doing a live stream and announcing the winners. And those winners will win a personal reading with me. And there are 2 chances to win. But so this is for last week. So the most viewed, the most commented on, and the most shared is the video that will win. So go back. And at the end of this reading, I will put a link to that. Hopefully I'll get these up tonight. There's no guarantee. I'll get them up maybe tomorrow on Monday. So I just want to remind you all that this is a general reading for the collective. Okay, so if you would like a personal reading, click right here and that will take you to my website. So what else? That's it, darling. Let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for February the 18th through February the 24th. And let's go to your horoscope. I have to put my glasses on for this because I have your chart here and some notes, and I'm going to be doing your cards while I'm giving you your horoscope. Okay, so on Monday, a lot is happening on Monday. You've got 3 exact aspects going on Monday. The first one, the sun is kind of shining on your house of income, right? And it's in a beautiful relationship with Uranus, which is in your house of domesticity, of, roots and your home, your parents. I think that there might be some changes. I feel that you might change your living situation, or you might break free from it. Some of you may be living at home with your parents or staying there and want to move out and create some freedom. Some of you may just want to move out of the home. I feel that it's going to be kind of an unpredictable, and you might make a decision out of nowhere. So it's almost like you're being unpredictable. And it's a very kind of a strong will that you have. I would just say perhaps to think about this and to not take any drastic action. It's not that it's going to be for the worst, but this is a decision perhaps that you need to think about and to mull over before doing that. Now the second aspect is happening in your house of identity. What I think is, look, if you're in the arts, if you're artistic and you have a project that you want to do, Venus is in a beautiful relationship with Saturn, and Venus is the creativity, right? And it's the artistry. It could be music even. And Saturn will give you the form and the structure for you to create something wonderful. So this could be really beautiful for you. And you're definitely probably preoccupied with the arts, with music, with art, with, it's a good time to go to a museum, to explore. art, to see a concert, anything like that, it's a really nice thing to do. Now the third aspect is when the sun moves into Pisces, and that's happening very late on Monday night. Well, not very late, it's about 9:39, I think it is. This is happening in your house of communication. So what I feel, it's going to travel through your house. I think that you're kind of going to, your communication is going to be in a, Pisces is a water sign, and it is a mutable sign, so it's easily influenced. And because it's going through your communication house, I feel that your language can be very kind of poetic, and you'll use kind of beautiful words, and you'll have a wonderful way of expressing yourself. I think this is lovely. Now Tuesday, we have the super full moon in Virgo. This is about working really hard. It's also, where is it happening? Let me see. The moon. Oh, it's in your house of spirituality. This is going to kind of give you a connection with spirituality and perhaps religion. You might really kind of get a connection there because it's going through that, and also higher learning. But Virgo is all about work, and it's all about service too. You could be in service. You could use this energy to be of service for the less fortunate. One more card for Capricorn, please, for this coming week. One more card. There it is. Oh, you've got two, darling. You've got two. Now, Friday, you have Mercury in your third house of communication, and it's in a challenging relationship to Jupiter in your 12th house of undoing. It can be. Listen, you could get these really kind of unrealistic ideas, or you can get yourself in trouble, is what it can be, because you can be over optimistic about something, right? About expanding your horizons, about religion, about spirituality, and this is the kind of thing that you can join groups that may not be that great for you. So it's a time. Look, I just say that this week is a time to, yes, think about things, but don't act on things, on anything that kind of takes your fancy out of the blue. It's important to kind of hold back on action at the moment. Also, like, love can be kind of a higher octave of what it's almost spiritual and godlike, right? The connection with someone can be spiritual and godlike, I think. I think that you are very connected, or you might really find it very easy to express yourself, and in a very unique way. I feel that this is going to enhance your communication. And not only that, the next day you've got Mercury in a beautiful relationship with Pluto also. So it's kind of a three, it's kind of, they're kind of interacting, if you will. You've got three planets in your sign that are all kind of, conjunct on different days. So they're going to be melding together. All these energies are kind of melding together in your identity. So how you perceive yourself, how you're putting yourself out to the world is going to be really interesting this week. And Mercury is in your house of communication again. And that is definitely going to, I feel that you are going to have kind of, it's going to manifest in really intuition and psychic abilities, perhaps an interest in learning the occult, in mystical the mystical arts, perhaps. You might have a love of the mystical arts. Well, if you're watching this, this is kind of the mystical arts, isn't it, too? Maybe you want to study it. Maybe that's what you're thinking of doing, or that's what you're interested in. So that's your horoscope. Let's go to your card, shall we? I need to do the clarifications for you. Let's clarify these cards for Capricorn, for this coming week. Okay, please clarify. There it is. Oh, lovely. Let's clarify. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. The first card out for you, Capricorn, is the Seven of Cups. This indicates that you've got a lot of opportunities coming in for you, some choices there for you to make, and you may be a little confused as to which to choose. When, of course, sevens, I always say, introspective, and so the answer is within. So a little meditation, a little focus meditation on the answer for which to choose, because it will make a difference. It's one of those things where you can't you'd want to choose them all, but you can't. So it's important for you to make a decision on those opportunities, and you want to make the right decision. So you want to meditate, and the result of that, right? Because this is clarifying it. I have to take my glasses off because I can't see. So clarifying the Seven of Cups is the Ten of Cups. Look, this is wishes come true. This is a total emotional fulfillment, feeling wonderful, right? This is beautiful feeling of happy families, and, you know, cups are about water and emotionally being fulfilled. And then the next card you've got is the Ten of Cups again. I feel that this is like dreams and wishes come true, happy families. This is a beautiful card for you to have. Now, clarifying it is the Ten of Rods, right? This means that you've probably taken on a little too much responsibility, and that's probably why you've got the Seven of Cups. This is telling you to delegate some things, and to, you know, you have to drop some of this baggage because it's holding you back. So you have this beautiful feeling, but you need to look at your limitations and what you can and can't do. Sometimes I say this is like the people-pleasing card. You say yes, 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 wanting and intending on doing everything, but really because you don't want to disappoint someone, right? So you say yes, and then when you actually get down to doing it, you're like, it's impossible. I can't do it in that time. That happens to me all the time with these readings. I'm like, I can't do it in the time that I have. It's really challenging sometimes. So this is saying, you know, drop some of the baggage because it's holding you back. Capricorn. Now, the next position, you have two cards. You have the Chariot, right? And the Chariot is about, well, it's about triumph, right? It's about coming through a very difficult, arduous journey where your focus has been like laser point and you've had to deal with a lot of opposing energies. And it was a really difficult journey, but it's ended in triumph, right? So you've come through it and triumphantly. But when this card comes up, it's saying, that's wonderful that you've come through it, but you've got to keep the momentum going. Don't give up. Don't stop and relax. You have to keep it going, because this, you know, this is a beautiful energy that's really going to benefit you if you keep going. So, you know, sometimes the tendency after a hard journey and a long journey, you're like, oh, let me just lie down, put my feet up and, you know, eat bonbons by next, watching the telly. No bonbons for you. That was like a take on the Soup Man. If you're not from New York, you wouldn't know what the Soup Man is. And maybe some people in New York might not know, because that was very kind of 90s Seinfeld. Anyway, I digress. Next to the Chariot is the Lover's card. I feel that there's passion going on. There's a lot of passion happening here. There's happiness, but it's almost like you've taken on too much responsibility. Don't be a workaholic, right? I'm getting that. Don't be a workaholic. Drop some of your responsibilities. You've got to delegate. Because sometimes when you agree to do something, it's out of control, really. It's because you do a really good job and you're not trusting anyone else. But sometimes you just got to let go. And you've got to trust that somebody else is going to, and they have to make their own mistakes, because they learn. We all learn from our mistakes, and you have to allow somebody else to learn those mistakes. So the Lover's card, this is a very passionate journey that you've been on, and it's a beautiful, a triumphant end, and it is paved. You have come through this journey heart-centered, right? You're coming through it. You've been courageous and you've come through it heart-centered. So you're leading with love. This is about leading with love. Love in your heart, right? Now, clarifying those two cards is the Eight of Cups. More emotions, right? The Eight of Cups signifies that you want more. You want a meaningful life. You want more out of life than just surviving, and you want your life to mean something. You want a legacy almost, right? So you are ready to walk away from everything just to get to have a more meaningful existence. Now, I'm looking up there, and there is the moon, you see, and it's a full moon. And it's watery, because the cups are watery. This could be your full moon in Virgo. The sun is going to be in Pisces, because the full moons, this is a super moon, because it's very close to the planet, right? And it is all about, full moons are all about releasing, letting go, moving on, letting go of what no longer works for you. And the person in this card is walking away of their own volition, right? So sometimes when this card comes up, it's saying you might need a spiritual mentor. There's definitely something spiritual is going on. You have a drive for spirituality. And that kind of goes with what's happening astrologically for you. This person is walking away from something that doesn't work for them anymore. And it may be riches, and it may be affluence, and it may be, it may be abundance. And they are just walking away. They are just going with the clothes on their back and leaving, because they know that there's something more out there for them. And that's what they're longing for. So when the Eight of Cups comes in for someone, it's about finding your tribe. Finding your tribe. What are you passionate about, darling? What are you passionate about? What feeds your soul? Ask yourself what feeds your soul. And get with like-minded people who have the same belief systems as you, who have the same outlook on life, who believe in what you believe. Because you will feel a part of, as opposed to apart from. Because here you're feeling apart from your life. It's not working for you anymore. There's areas in your life that aren't working for you. And this is a perfect time to move on with the full moon. The energies of the full moon, it's very powerful right now, because it's very close to the earth, right? When it's doing its elliptical rotation, it's coming around and it's really close, and that's why the moon appears to be so big in the night sky. So those emotions are going to come up, and you will feel sensitive this week also. But you'll be very psychically sensitive as well. Trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling around people, particularly towards the end of the week. But I see a wonderful week for you filled with emotional fulfillment. So I have a feeling that you will find your tribe. And that's what you're searching for. And I think that you're going to find your tribe and feel fulfilled. You've got two 10 of Cups cards. That's like dreams and wishes come true, darling. Capricorn, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, comment. I love comments and feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.